Welcome back, everyone. This is Traycon here, the gaming statistician, and people have been asking for it, so I'm bringing it to you. And this will be a player versus player defensive strategy video. And really, the big thing about this video is not so much that I know what I'm doing, but I think it's going to be that we can all help each other. So, what I'm going to ask you to do is, in the comments, please leave the best combo of 4 heroes that you found so far for your player versus player defense. I'm going to go ahead and try a bunch of them. A bunch of the other viewers will be able to try a bunch of them, and then as we figure this thing out, I'll do another video in the future, in the hopefully near future, about player versus player defense again, and maybe see what we learned and say, okay, this is what we saw. These are the best defensive teams that we all found. This is now what we think we should use. So the defensive team I'm using right now, you can see, is Willow, Yokozuna, Chief Nub Nub, and Lady Nimriel. And they've been doing okay. So I tend to do really poorly for whatever reason in defense. Now this time I have 5 defensive wins and 3 defensive losses. And I was doing really well, but I just recently lost 2. So I thought I'd really found the best combination, but then I recently lost 2, so it's not perfect. But if you look at, all these other defenders here, 10 wins, 2 losses, 1 win, 2 losses, 11 wins, 6 losses. It doesn't seem like there's a defensive team that exists where you're going to be winning every time. So this is the best. So Beep, he's got 5 wins and 0 losses. But that's still not a huge 3 wins and 0 losses. But you don't see anybody that has 15 wins and 0 losses. Here you see 0 wins and 19 losses from Johnny Go. So that's obviously really poor. But let's go ahead and instead of looking at my defensive wins, let's look at a couple of my recent defensive losses. So, which we can't even do now because I attacked. So that is terrible planning. So now I can't even look at those losses. So we're just going to go ahead and look at my most recent win. And watch this one and see how the team does. So let's see who attacked. So this is an 8,400 power attack, Tsume attack with Igo Rock, Black Diamond, and it looks like Lady Nimriel on the bottom there. A bunch of 5-star Lady Nim, 4-star Black Diamond. So some really reasonably strong heroes, and I was able to win. So let's see how I got this win here. And like I said, I want to remind you, please, in the comments, tell me what your best 4 heroes have been so far on player versus player defense. I want to try them out. Everyone else wants to try them out. And then hopefully as a channel we can work together and actually find a good amount of the best defense that we can. So this team right now is 5-3. Let's see. So Willow starts out. She's one of my best heroes. Oh man, so she didn't even kill Igorok there in one shot, and I still ended up winning this defense, which is pretty awesome. If she had killed Igorok, this would have been a total blowout. Black Diamond, not a big deal there, right? Because Chief Nub Nub, Yokozuna, and Lady Nimriel all pretty beefy, so they can take that hit from everyone. Lady Nim, her really nice attack there. You can see the other team, we got a bunch of them are dazed. So that Yokozuna daze is a huge deal. I'm going to guess a bunch of these are now going to miss. So there's a miss there. It looks like 2 misses. Let's see if this misses on Chief Nub Nub. Another miss. So that's really the strength of this team is Yokozuna. What he does that is his first ability dazes the other team. So if the team can't kill him before he gets that off, he's going to daze a team, and then so many of their attacks miss. And while their attacks are missing, Chief Nub Nub gets to use his ability, which starts to heal my team, and then it's really just over. So their attacks are missing. You can see 3 out of 4 misses there from Tsume. His team is still doing pretty well, but my team's so hardy with the ability from Chief Nub Nub to raise the attack and defense of my team. You can see there. Everyone's health is now going up again. There goes Igo Rock, which is pretty sweet. Let's see what happens here. So Yokozuna now is going to taunt. And my big damage dealers are going to get to stay alive. And we're down to just now Black Diamond and Lady Nimriel. And Chief Nub Nub is just buffing the team even further. So, my team still has a ways to go in terms of stars here. so I can get it significantly better. So right now I'm really happy with this team. 5 wins, 3 losses. Yokozuna, Jeep Nub Nub, Willow Swift, and Lady Nim. And there we go. So we get a defensive win, 10 free trophies. So these replay things are pretty funny, what they tell you afterwards. And it pretty soon, actually, I want to do a few videos as well where I try to go for actually winning a tournament and try to talk about what it takes to win a tournament. Because you can see these guys have 42 attacks here, but he's got 32 wins and 10 losses. So I think I can win a tournament sometime. I'm going to devote some gems to it, let you know what it takes in terms of gems to win a tournament. I kind of wait until we have a really nice set of rewards that I want. So even though I do want to work on my Beast team, I don't think I want to devote it towards something like Mangle Jaw. So I've been trying to work on my defensive team. You want to have a good, strong defensive team to win the tournament to help you at least get every trophy that you can get is always nice. And once again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, in the comments, tell me about the best combo of heroes that you've used for your defensive strategy and player versus player. And also, it's important, if you can, add into that what order you use them, because order can be really important. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing what teams that have worked best for you. Peace.